makes a horrible noise when you do that. See?
Now Joe does it with the glue. She just sits there hugging it.
Yeah, everybody hug it. It's funny because people are like, why do you guys hug your suits? All the suits get hugs. Hi, my name is Valentina, and I live in Central Florida, work in Central Florida, and you guys are at my shop. So you're kind of like dividing where I want like the top of the nose. So I kind of want it maybe like around there.
The one with the pins?
Oh, you know it. As you can see, I have this one already pinned up.
You're making the nose?
Mm-hmm. I'm just covering this one because this one's just brown. So I am literally putting the spandex over and then gluing it down. My business is making costumes or fursuits, and I do them for everywhere in the world. I mean, everybody who would want one, individuals, companies, schools, everything.
I'm not. There was time. There will be time. If I can finish this at 4:30, my thing's gonna give a donut king to everybody.
So costumes can range from a variety of just being low 1000s to very high thousands. It just depends on the type of detail that you're getting on the costume. And of course it varies from every maker, but that's pretty much the range because it really does depend on concept art and what you really want.
Are you huge Jackman?
Huge Jackman. For the video. So costumes, especially with fursuits, there's so many materials that you can use. We like to use upholstery foam, especially for the heads. And that's all like the squishy stuff that's inside. And we like to use fake fur. So none of the fur is real. So it's all synthetic, which is great. And we use resins, so that's plastics. We use all sorts of different threads. So there's a lot of materials, but I would say foam and fabric are like the main things that make a costume. So if you want to go with us.
Is it expensive to go there?
I don't know. I'll have to figure it out.
Okay.
So you do the Chernobyl dance. If you go to Chernobyl and send it to me.
I love large, shiny noses. I love big teeth and costumes because when I grew up with cartoons, I really liked cartoons that had teeth and big, grumpy eyes.
So you just cut off the nose and then put a different nose on there? Or you just attach it
I'm gonna carve it out like I did with that guy. See that one over there? Really?
The little also, there's also La Johnny, yeah.
Johnny, Jack.
A fursuit is a little different from a mascot since a fursuit tends to be, in my opinion, a little bit more detailed, smaller head, completely different build, especially on the bodies and such. And it seems almost more personable. And it's the people that like to commission it, it's more for individuals instead of teams.
You checking if it's even?
Yep, I guess it is a little off to the side. So, and then that way, when you're doing the cheeks and stuff, you don't have a cheek that's like way bigger than the other. I make fursuits because I really enjoy being able to wear costumes and being able to get a character that is on paper and turn it into something that people can enjoy and I can actually wear it and run around and be that character. And fursuits kind of change everything because it makes things feel very real compared to just keeping it on 2D or just 3D on the computer.
Is that one heavier?
Yeah, it's a little bit easier to work because that one has got a really long neck. So sometimes I feel like I'm like kind of far away from it. So that's why. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's just, let's see how they're all folded in there.
Yeah.
So if you were to cut it, it'll cut the actual fur itself. You don't want to cut the actual fur when I flip it inside out. I enjoy my work a lot because the way I look at it is if you're not having fun, then why are you doing this? this is an art-based form, and you can tell from every single piece that you're working on that you are actually enjoying it. And if you weren't enjoying it, your work would suffer and people would know and nobody would buy from you. I still get complete and utter joy making every single costume, especially when I have to make stuff for myself, because I get to play around, and that's the most important thing. You get to play, you get to be an adult that has responsibilities, but you still get to be a child inside in a way and be able to create something that then you can wear and just, have fun with it. So of course, I love what I do. I really enjoy it. And then you just kind of hold it. See how there's like white, a lot of white here, and still a lot of white there? Mm-hmm. I still do the black that connects the color. See, that's why I have a little bit of a flat area on this here. So I'm gonna make it so it goes around. Hopefully, the costumes get remembered and they're worn for a very long time, and it's in a way, I just want people to know kind of like where we started and where these costumes have gone, and just, hopefully they're there for a very, very long time, just because I know how much people really care for them. Maybe not being worn forever, but maybe being kept somewhere in someone's house or a museum or something, because they're all works of art. Everything that we do here and the hundreds and hundreds of costumes that have come out of this shop, every single one I've worn or one of the people that work here has worn, and we put so many man hours into it that it's one of those things that I hope that people keep them forever in some sort of form.
So, getting to know each other pretty quick. Oh, don't take the hood. Do we have the other hood? Is stupid. Do we have the second one? Don't take this anymore, because it'll cause a lump on the back.
Yeah.
So tape around it if you can.
There we go.
You can add a little bit more paper towel down there. Yeah. There
You
we
need
go.
to roll.
That's an interesting one, because we used to do just measurements where we would ask the person how to, we'd ask the person, can you please measure your arm, your leg, your head, and all this stuff. But we were getting really off measurements from a lot of people. So we decided to start asking for duct tape dummies. And a duct tape dummy is a representation of your body, but the person doesn't actually have to be here. And that way, we don't have to guess if the person had an idea on how to take the measurements correctly. So that literally removes all the guesswork out of measurements. So that's why you can fit in them, because we do not have the same foot size.
What size are you?
I am a size 8 men's. So you would be
10.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my head, Rantina.
That's your child. You don't have to put it on right now.
This is a picture right here. You two holding your heads.
There you go. You have my phone.
So watch out for those little orange things. Try not to step on them. Oh, good catch.
Tell me when you have it done.
Okay.
There you go.
I don't know why these pockets have buttons. Okay. I will. Put your hand in. Yep. Not so bad without the flash, though. The flash really brings it up. Trace eyes at me more. Turn. Yeah, there you go. Chin up and oven. Good. Trace more at me. There you go. Good. Head tilt towards. Maybe, no. Val, you're good. Don't move. Trace, tilt the other way. Hands on your hips. There you go. Make more of a V though. because you're gonna cheat it out a little bit with it. You're good. Put your shoulder out a little bit. There you go. Yeah, now lean back against her with your shoulder. Andres, change it up with your hands. Move it around a little bit. In fact, let's make it about you right now. Because, no, I mean like, yeah, you are like behind him. And you're being your own person. There you go. Chin down a little. There you go. Good. Good. Close your mouth, Andres.
I just want to be able to, in a way, almost live on forever in a way with artwork, because there's so many of them out there. I want to be able to just be part of something larger. Then it's not just costumes that were out there for a couple of people. I want people to remember the company, remember me, as being able to do artwork and providing this sort of 3D artwork that you can wear, and that I enjoyed it and I still do. I really enjoy this and I hope to be doing it for a long time. But just seeing how happy people are, I want to be just remembered that this, what I've created here, what we've created here together, is just pure happiness in the way of fuzzy animals that you can wear. So it's more of like, that's the way I want people to remember me. It's like I was creating happiness in a costume form, like a fuzzy costume form.
What did you just say?
Don't ask. Turn back to me. No, Manuel, you're good, Andres.
Come back to you.